Welcome to Metro Exodus. An epic, story-driven shooter set in post-apocalyptic Russia that blends ferocious combat with exploration, survival, and stealth.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Under Review, where we look at all the latest and greatest games to release for a majority of all the consoles. This week we are looking at the Deep Silver 4A title Metro Exodus. Now to me, the Metro series has been one of those series that fans have slept on. The first game was a critical success, and it was the word of mouth that brought the series to what it is today. Now sure, the adaptation of the novels may have a big part in it, but it wasn't until Last Light came out that fans started to truly appreciate the greatness that 4A Studios was developing. Now, some may argue that, but for the general audience, it wasn't until that title that people started to take notice and the combo pack started to fly off store shelves. Now we get Exodus. And 4A is bringing with it something special. A less linear experience into a more open world experience, but still giving us that Metro that we have come to love throughout the years. Now, Metro Exodus is a beautiful game. I have to say that firsthand. Beautiful. It was a pure representation of a broken world after a nuclear devastation. You truly feel helpless as you adventure through the world, and you experience it through all 4 seasons, which to me was a brilliant move. You experience the harshness of the winter and the bright atmosphere of the spring, those hot summer days, and the lush seasons of fall, or autumn as some call it. Many may feel that opening the game up to the open world would hurt it, but honestly it doesn't. It actually thrives on it. It does away with the linear scripted set pieces and builds upon the world with the building blocks that I have enjoyed from games past. It doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, which if you try to reinvent the wheel too much, especially in an open world game, you tend to hurt the project. Now the game does encourage you to step foot off of the main path and spread your wings by looking for supplies and side quests, which will help you supply you for your adventure going forward. Now one thing I have noticed about Exodus is that it really encourages you to play more stealthy and take your time in each of the missions you play in. If you're one of those that goes in guns blazing, it ain't gonna work. At least not all of the time. A couple of those smaller missions, yeah, I'm sure you can get away with it, but it's not gonna work all the time. And you can also craft items with things you collect in your rucksack. However, it is recommended that you do this from a workbench, as you have a lot more options at the workbench. So yes, you can craft weapons, attachments, ammos, etc. Now, Metro Exodus is a beautiful culmination of the studio's ideas and improves on the previous game's set pieces and opens the worlds up for gamers to explore and encourages you to do that. You are no longer confined to the claustrophobic dark tunnels and caves, but are now open to a 4-season world that has a lot to offer and still gives you that sense of eeriness and awe. There is not much I can really do to criticize the game except its exclusivity issues, that have kind of plagued the title over the past few months, but that has no bearing on the actual experience I had with the title. And I feel it is the conclusion we wanted for this series, and kind of makes me look forward to what could come next from within this universe. It may not be the same story, same characters, but it kind of makes me wonder what could happen within this universe going forward. So, is this a title you should pick up? If you're a first-person shooter fan, absolutely. If you're a fan of the past series, the past games, absolutely. There should be nothing telling you not to do so. So I actually kind of recommend this game as one of those games you have to have. If you're only going to get one game in February, Metro Exodus is probably that title. So for that, we gave Metro Exodus a very impressive 9 out of 10. We thought it was a perfect culmination of all the ideas that the studio has had, and it lives and breathes off of the novels that have come before it, and actually expands on what the previous titles have done before it as well. So that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, everybody, game on.